Okay. Now we're just waiting on Aysha to show up.
Okay.
Now that I start recording. She runs away.
It's all good.
That's how she does it. The question is, do we want to edit this out or keep it in?
It don't matter. Either way, I mean.
We're just waiting for the Shashy Paige to show up.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. But I think we're gonna have a music episode? Are we talking some music and some?
We are gonna talk some music. I also have
a whole lot of pop culture. Sorry, movies, music, whatever.
No, it will be a whole lot of pop culture. I imagine.
Yeah.
That is what I imagine it will be. Well, you know what? We're gonna start the show and we're gonna introduce us. How about that?
All right.
I'm Haleigh.
And I'm Jonny.
And pretty soon we'll have Aysha, and it'll be Jonny, Haleigh, Aysha, Day of
Fun.
And we can try that again when Aysha's here.
You're right. We can do it when she's there. What is she doing?
She just decided to let the dogs out.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I think she's doing.
All right.
You know, this is the perfect time when we're podcasting. This is the perfect time to go let the dogs out, Aysha Paige. This is when you do it.
It's all good. My mom's dogs are the worst dogs to let out ever.
Oh yeah.
Ivan, he won't even come out. He doesn't like me enough to even come let me take him out.
He doesn't like me enough.
No, God no.
No.
And then Gus, he just takes every opportunity to try to get away, and then he's just a fucker. He'll just lay down.
He does, but he'll go just to the neighbor's house. You had to get away so that you could go 2 houses down. Right. That's kind of insulting.
And the best thing about Gus, though, I have to laugh because it's he'll lay down, and then even if you tug a little bit on the chain, he just freaks out like you're choking him to death. He'll just go,
oh. I know, he screams. He's terrible.
You fucking asshole. Let's go.
You're killing him.
Right.
Get out of here. We've been recording this whole time. We're waiting for you.
Oh, yeah. That's the story of my entire life.
That's the story of your entire life. Hi.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to try this again now. Okay.
Okay, intro time.
Ready? I'm Haleigh.
And I'm Jonny.
And I'm Aysha.
And this is Jonny, Haleigh, Aysha, Day of Fun.
All right, we got it.
Perfect.
We got it. It was good.
I love it.
It was good. It was good. I liked it.
It was perfect.
So
today,
we're gonna talk.
We're gonna talk about music
and all kinds of shit.
Maple, we're podcasting. She's on it. Okay,
man.
Can I start the proceedings with the Spice Girls?
Yes, you may.
Very specific.
Thank you.
Sorry, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Because I just had Spice Girls popped into my head before Aysha came over, and I had it playing while we were eating and stuff, and the lyrics are terrible.
Yeah,
I remember Spice Girls fondly, but
yeah. Well, I think everyone blew up with the Spice Girls when they came out with that fucking weird movie. It was Spice World.
Yeah, the movie. I
think that's when they really everyone lost their shit.
Yeah, but it was the whole thing of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, boy girl bands.
98 Degrees.
Yeah, 90s.
Yeah.
Boy girl bands that I don't know. It's just that
there weren't that many girl bands. There was Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
Well, but then you had the others
a lot of boy bands.
That's just popular music. You have other indie, or whatever.
Oh yeah, for sure. 10,000 Maniacs, stuff like that. Do you remember 10,000 Maniacs?
I don't think so. Were they pop?
They do the Because the Night belongs to lovers. Yeah.
They redid a Patti Smith song. I like it.
Yeah, and
that's Patti Smith, right?
I don't know. I thought the boss wrote that one. Bruce Springsteen. I don't know, but I could be wrong.
Okay. I don't
How
know.
about
I
okay?
thought
How
it was
about the boss? How do we feel about the boss?
the boss, Bruce
Yeah.
Springsteen. I'm not crazy about Bruce Springsteen just because, like, from a musician standpoint, it's like I can't watch him play the same four chords he's been playing for 35 years and just be like, oh, I'll lose my shit. Like, oh my God, it's amazing. But I don't know. He's
I love that.
all the time.
I love that
But
so much.
I
Haley
don't know.
used
I'm just not from the East Coast. I don't, you know what I mean? Him and Billy Joel.
What did I used to play?
I think he used to. No, it was like there were like 2 John Cougar Mellencamp albums
Yes,
that he used to
that I
play.
had.
Okay.
I'm pretty
And
sure.
then-
Yeah.
I don't think you had any of. Did you? I don't know if you had any Springsteen albums.
I did not have any Springsteen
Yeah,
albums.
so I don't think I was
only
ever exposed to Springsteen.
I only ever had Springsteen, I think, once there was like Pandora or like,
Yeah,
I think not until then.
yeah. I've never.
Do you know
Are
what
you a
I
big
really do
Springsteen
like
fan?
of the boss? I like his
What do you
Christmas
like him?
songs.
Oh,
His
yeah,
Christmas
fair.
songs?
Yeah.
Most
Okay.
people's Christmas songs.
Oh.
I mean, to be quite honest, everybody loves
Yeah.
all of them. I'm sure.
All of them, you're
I
sure?
don't want to say Mariah
Millie,
Carey.
Davy.
Like I,
What's
I,
that? Melly Kiki Maka.
Oh yeah, that's
The
a nice
Hawaii
one.
one, the old
Well,
one.
you know, I was talking of like all the pop songs that like are Christmassy. You know, like Mariah Carey's.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, all I want for
All I
Christmas
Want for
is
Christmas
you.
Is You, and
Let's
then-
not skip over Halloween though, accidentally by talking about Christmas music, even though I started it.
Well, like for a while, like for what, 10 years, that was a huge thing. They put out like Christmas compilations and all kinds of stupid
yeah.
shit.
No, yeah,
Like,
I don't know if they do
like a
that so
McDonald's.
much anymore.
God, there's so much money in Christmas.
Oh, like yeah, everybody had a Christmas album. Like Harry Connick
Yeah.
Jr. Christmas album was such a big deal.
Whoa, that was
Right.
the chair.
Uh-oh.
John, did Haley tell you we had Culver's?
We did.
Oh
we had
no.
Culver's.
What'd you have? Did you
I
get
want to
cheesecake?
bleep that out because I'm so.
You're so
Nah, you're
ashamed
fine.
that we ate
Please
Culver's.
bleep that out.
Of all the things that we talk about on this podcast, I'm pretty sure we can keep in Culver's.
I don't want to out myself.
Like,
Food-wise.
okay,
And
well,
Midwestern or why it's like I don't know.
but the cheese curds were
Oh.
so good.
Yeah, cheese
I've
curds.
been. It's like a thing, okay? Like every few months or so, like every once in a while, you really just want a Culver's
A
butter
greasy
burger.
burger.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah, just a greasy
do that.
cheeseburger or like but I think that's the thing is like when I crave a cheeseburger, I go to Culver's. Like I think of Culver's
Or Burger Time.
or Burger Time, yeah, as like a more real feeling than
Yeah.
a Burger King or a McDonald's or Wendy's, Hardee's burger.
Okay, I'm gonna
me.
try to bring
Mhm.
this back to music. What music do you associate with like
A
getting to?
cheeseburger.
Yeah,
With a
cheeseburger in paradise. No,
Cheeseburger
Um,
in paradise.
Cheeseburger is definitely fatty rock, dad rock. Like, yeah.
I remember yacht. You remember Yacht Rock? Like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that kind of is what like you're explaining, like Jimmy
Yacht Rock,
Buffett.
yeah.
and-
yeah.
For all
Yeah.
that, yeah. Absolutely.
I love it.
But hold on, I have a thought on Culver's really quick. I know, we were on track, and now we're gonna do this
We're
really quick.
to veer
But,
off
Tell me
again.
what your favorite thing is.
I used
Tell
to
me what your
work with a
favorite
guy.
thing is at Culver's.
Oh no, this is better.
Okay.
I used to work with a guy, and after he told me this, I asked him every day I could if he wants to go eat at Culver's with me, like around people that like worked with us, and I would ask him, "Why don't you want to go to Culver's?" And this is why. He would tell me he doesn't go to Culver's because they hire mentally challenged people.
Oh my god.
But I
That's
took that
terrible.
and ran with it. I took it and ran with it because every day we're in front of our boss, and I'll be like, "Hey, you want to go to Culver's, Barry?" I don't go to Culver's, and then he's been like, "Why is that? Why don't you go to
Culver's?
why do you hate Culver's?"
I'm just
so
gonna
much,
make
Barry?"
you say that you're a really bad person
Yeah.
to everyone around you.
Right. I'd
I'm
give him
just
so
gonna
much
make
shit
you
about
be
it.
honest about that.
What did
I
he
had
do?
a roommate
much
in
shit.
college.
Did he have any further explanation for that?
Okay, but
No,
wait, is
not
that
really. I think
is that a thing,
I
like
don't know
a
if it-
phobia thing? Because
I don't
I
know.
had a roommate in college she was afraid of little people, of dwarves.
Yep.
Like that's a real thing. That's a phobia thing. And like she came back from like going to class like the first couple of weeks of like class and was just bawling and freaking out. And I asked her what happened, and she's like, "There's a little person on campus." And like she legit did not stay in college much longer after that.
Could you imagine that though? Could you imagine that though, being like afraid of a clown in the same respect that I'm afraid of a crocodile? Like,
no, really though. I am with you on that 100%.
That's
like I don't
thought.
understand the fear of clowns. Like I understand the fear of crocodiles. I'm with you.
I think that it's a part of the ethos because, or it's a part of the human experience at least because obviously clowns, you know, John Wayne Gacy, like things have happened in the human history to associate clowns with secretly bad people. And I think that just
besides John Wayne Gacy and the It movie.
Well, yeah, but like
what other clown?
I mean, it's just in the human experience. I mean, it's like you say, why we're afraid of spiders, you know, like
spiders. It's just in our DNA to be afraid of the spiders.
Yeah.
Well, it's in the same reason. I think it's more like stranger danger kind of thing because you're like, because like a kid will look at a clown in the same way I'll look at Santa Claus. It'll ball its balls off. You know what I mean? Because they like want to take a picture with Santa Claus. Right. But then they find out that person brings them presents, and then they're, you know, leaving them out cookies and shit. But but as far as that's kind of the way I look at it. It's creepy when you're a kid. You know what I mean?
Thank you for breaking down the laws of Santa for us.
Gotta do it.
Because for a second, he's
a scary man in a weird outfit.
Like, yeah.
But you like him once you know he brings you shit.
Right.
But like, like
right? If you think Santa Claus
never
is
thought of
bringing
it
you
that
that
way.
Xbox instead of your friend, fuck them. Go make me dinner. Santa Claus is bringing me my shit. You know what I'm saying? But like in a way, that's kind of. I mean, if you think that's where your presents come from, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Man, fuck them. Santa brings me shit.
For real though. I don't know.
That's a whole weird thing.
I think I probably know more about like the mythos of Krampus than I do about Santa Claus and where that all came from.
Right.
Other
than
then we're back to Christmas music.
Steer it back. But like, I have a question. What was the best concert? I'll start with Aysha. What was the best concert you've ever been to? Like, doesn't have to be for any particular reason, or if you have a reason, you know, to share.
I have at least two, but for different reasons.
Okay. That'll be allowed. We'll allow it.
I'll preface this with like, I live under a rock and I've always lived in a small town, so I don't have a lot of concert going experience. And I don't think.
Don't you?
Not particularly, and I don't think that I have. I'm sorry. I don't think that I prefer festivals. I don't think I'm a festival kind of person.
I'll be a festival person if there's like barbecue included. You know what I mean?
Even then,
like if it's a festival that's like also a barbecue rib cook-off, then I'm there.
If I don't have to.
I'm in the. Like,
I don't want to sleep in a tent. I want to go there for the day and go home.
Okay, yeah.
As far as like festivals, I'm in on like a festival experience. Like when I come to Sioux Falls and I stay at your place. See, I'm not sleeping in a tent. You know what I mean?
He comes here, he stays here. That's true.
Yeah. So I'm down for that. But yeah, like sleeping in a tent all weekend, not showering, and
No, I want to shower. I want a bathroom that's not outside and full of spiders.
No air conditioning.
Bunch of kids trying to sell you drugs for way too much.
Right. As soon as you tell me no air conditioning, that's it.
Yeah,
that's all you got.
Forget it.
Right.
No.
Right.
Nope.
Out there fucking sweating my balls off. I don't think so. For what? 100%. There's not a band on earth worth that. You know
there's not a concert worth me not being able to shower.
Would you do it for Springsteen? Come on, be honest.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, me neither.
I wouldn't. I'm honest. So no, but so the first concert I ever went to was a Kiss concert when I was 11 with Dad. She was awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
You came along to the one at Aerosmith, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kiss and Aerosmith.
Kiss Aerosmith. I was.
Yeah.
Man, other than that, I'm
was that both of your first concert? Like.
No, I went to one earlier. You didn't go to the one that Nathan and I went to.
I honestly think that Nickelback show was
one of my first... we went to
Nickelback. We saw Blessed Union of Souls and Eve 6 at the Aberdeen
Eve
Fair.
6, yeah. And I saw the Goo Goo Dolls at Lifehouse there.
Oh
yeah. No, I saw the Goo Goo Dolls somewhere else.
I saw Lifehouse.
You were there. Dale was there. Yes, we went to Lifehouse.
Yeah. Well, we went to Nickel. Was it Nickelback?
I'm pretty sure he was at Lifehouse too. I thought we.
But like
No, because it was the same show, wasn't it? Lifehouse opened for Nickelback.
Lifehouse opened for Three Doors Down. Nickelback. There was a band that opened. No,
Default. Was it Default that opened for Nickelback? Yeah. Remember Default?
Yeah, I remember Default. That was at the Dome.
Or was it Fuel?
I've seen Fuel.
Fuel and Nickelback played together. I think
maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Look at all the concerts that we've been to. We can't even remember who was what.
I mean,
and you said you're not a big concert goer. Well, I know it's true. I haven't been to a concert in a long time.
Yeah, but that was at the.
What's a show that you would love to see, or someone that you would love to see?
Wait, we didn't answer best shows. We didn't answer best shows.
Okay, but put that question in your pocket.
Okay, best show.
We'll add that to the 3, to the 2, 1.
What
go?
You go.
Okay.
Best shows.
My favorite show was I saw Primus and Queens of the Stone Age. It was a big stadium kind of thing, but it was still really cool. Like I went alone, which kind of sucked, but was actually really great because everybody there. I mean, like the people I met were great, and the people I sat by were great, but like. I don't know. I should not have gone alone. It was in a bad part of Kansas City. And
my God.
I later realized, like after the concert, people were like, we should probably walk you to your car.
Like, I went to a My Favorite Murder live show in Raleigh, North Carolina by myself. But I met really cool, awesome people like at the restaurant, and they were like, okay, walk to the show with us so we can make sure you get to your seat. And then after the show, I met
the fans.
I know, they're great fans. My Favorite Murder fans. Same thing though. After the show, like I ran into a lady that was in my knitting group or whatever, and her husband were like, we'll walk you to your car and make sure
I will.
That's the kind of Minnesota nice stuff that I like. That was in Wisconsin. No, that was North Carolina. Never mind. That's just my favorite. That's just my favorite murder fans. Then being great. Yeah. How did I get that mixed up in my mind?
I did want to add that was just mostly like content wise, but like mood wise and vibe wise, my favorite concert or show, like going to a show, was seeing Moon Hooch in Fargo at the aquarium. And
I do like that music.
Oh yeah, it was just so. Oh my God, everybody was just with it that night. It was so amazing.
It was a vibe.
Like, yes, everybody was just hopping around with them, and they were so amazing. And it was just such a great night. I found a friend and stayed after and helped the band pack up, and forgot my sweater at the bar. I was not even drunk. Like I was
just having a good time.
Yeah, it was such a great experience, and it was it was my first time going alone to a show in Fargo, and it was like my last week in Fargo, so I had to go to like a show,
Nice.
And I've always wanted to see them, and it was just really fun. I met a lot of good people, and drinks, and maybe had somebody hold me.
Where was that at?
Fargo.
The aquarium. So it was like a smaller venue, very very intimate. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. Are you guys familiar with the Melvins?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There were so many good shows I missed in Fargo, for real.
Yeah, they played at the aquarium. Like I've seen them twice at the aquarium, but now they play at Fargo Brewing. Whatever. I'm actually going to see them next week. So they're playing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a new album recently?
I don't know. They like I don't really keep up with them. I think they release new albums all the time, but I have never listened to them. I don't know. They
Just go
always
see 'em
they
live
always
and
play
enjoy.
shows with the well, they always play shows, and it's usually like a lot of the older shit. They might open with one or two new songs, but I don't like. I don't know. That's the thing about the Melvins. Some stuff I don't know if I've heard or not. It's kind of some of the stuff bleeds into it. You know what I mean? Like into each other, like the
Okay,
songs.
so what is your best show
And why?
and why?
I kind of have a two-parter,
All
like
right.
you as well. As far as like seeing somebody that's like I don't know how you put it, like a big time person in music, like a icon. Let's say a musical icon.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest concert I've ever seen was probably Ray Charles.
Ooh,
What?
that's super cool.
And then I saw him at the Dome with the Fargo Symphony. And
Oh, nice.
it was I think within 10 years of him dying. He was old. He was an old man.
Yeah.
But it was like when I was in they did something it was a thing with like if you're like they would give tickets for the show out to like music programs in schools.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got to see it. I got to see it just because I was in band, basically. Like they gave us free tickets and we got to
That's
take a bus
awesome.
Yeah.
and go to Ray Charles.
How
And
old
then,
were you?
well, I want to say maybe sixth, seventh grade. Like
Really?
I don't know how old I would have been back then, I guess, but like
What, like
that's
middle school?
probably yeah, around middle school. It was a while
Very
ago.
cool.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago. Um, and
So
then
that one, like, is one of your favorites for the vibe, for the music,
Or
for
just the
why?
notoriety?
I would say, I would say more so just because you're into it just because you're seeing like a musical legend.
Yeah.
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 Like I wasn't all that familiar. Like everyone knows Ray Charles songs. You just kind of have to hear them.
Yeah.
But like I didn't know how many songs that I knew, and I didn't know a whole
Oh,
lot.
so many.
I didn't like. I was a third grader. You know what I mean? It was like,
Oh, yeah.
not third
Well,
grader, sixth, seventh grader.
if you
You
were
know what I mean?
listening now, you would, yeah.
But it's like I didn't know too many, and then but like I didn't appreciate it as much as I did back then. Like now, as I
Right.
did
Yeah.
back then. But that was probably the biggest concert I've ever seen as far as like who it was,
Right.
and like it being a big deal to me as like a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
like a big deal in that sense. Like it's a very it would be like I don't know. Well, I mean, you guys are into music enough to kind of cheese out on, musical artists or bands. Like if they walked in to a gas station you were in and you recognized them, you know what I mean? Like it would be kind of
Like if Aysha saw
a
Davey
shock.
Havoc at Quick Stop.
What's up?
Because I'd be wearing this, and I'd be like,
But like it's
Davey, no!
but like in that way, that was a big, big deal to me because like
Yeah.
I wasn't that familiar with Ray Charles, but Ray Charles is a big fucking deal in music.
but he was familiar with
Oh.
me. Okay, wait, I made it rude. I'm sorry.
Well, I've seen Paul McCartney too, and I put him below
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Like I put like it was probably a better concert overall, like as far as like theatrics and stuff. But it like Ray Charles, his concert was nothing but him just sitting at a piano. Not like,
Yeah.
there was a light show, but it didn't matter. You know what I mean? It's a Ray
Yeah.
Charles show.
Yeah.
But and then as far as like just a cool concert that I was into, I've seen Death Clock,
Nice.
like the
Okay.
Metalocalypse
That's what I
on.
was gonna say, Metalocalypse, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they were touring,
Oh my god.
and
That's
one of my
pretty great.
buddies just asked me if I wanted to like buy the ticket for like 50% off or whatever because he had it and one of his buddies backed out and he just wanted like
Somebody to
15
get
bucks
something,
for
yeah.
it. Yeah. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, why not? And it was
I
cool
love it.
because the band would play, like the creator of the cartoon is the lead singer. Like,
Yeah.
so And then basically it was kind of like a Gorillaz concert where they would have the band like low lit, and then there was a
Oh yeah.
screen above the band, and then they would play snippets from the show like as the song is
Yeah.
playing, as they were playing the song that's in the show at that moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They would play the video above them as they're playing the music. It was cool.
That's
It was
fun.
it was a very visual concert. That's why I like that.
That is really cool.
But yeah, that's
the
more or less
best,
my answer.
I would say, like, I think the best vibe concert that I was at was Fall Out Boy. Just because,
Right.
yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just like a really good vibe.
Where'd you see Fall Out Boy?
Milwaukee, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. I live in Wisconsin now.
yeah.
You know what I would always wanted to see, and they were in Milwaukee, and I didn't get to see them.
Who's that?
We're going back to Christmas music again.
Okay.
The Transcontinental Orchestra. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. That's what it is.
Yeah, I would go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra in a heartbeat. I actually
right?
They used to play like every year in Grand Forks. Remember? Did you guys live here when like they would advertise every year? They would have a show in Grand Forks every
oh my gosh, I want to see them.
But
I would totally see them.
Venus, like, what are you doing?
I know.
Yeah. My biggest regret is like not seeing bands and then members pass away.
Aww.
You know what I mean?
Like who? Like Tom Petty?
Like Motorhead. Lemmy passed. Like Lemmy died. And I like Motorhead used to come to Fargo all the time, and I just never went and saw Motorhead. I was like, oh, next time. Then he punches the ticket. You know?
No regrets.
But,
we've all seen it in some version of ourselves in some universe.
There you go. In some multiverse, there's an infinite you that saw them, so it's cool.
Well, or another band.
Slayer. Who now would you love to see though?
The band what?
Now?
Yeah, who would you love to see now?
Any concert.
Like who puts on a good show, I wonder right now. Like I don't think I keep up very much with like current.
Or like anytime ever, where would you like to what show would you have liked to see? What historical
anytime
show?
ever.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, I don't know.
Like I can go see Beethoven play in a concert.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh.
We can do the Bill and Ted Face the Music situation and just go grab everybody.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I don't know. I don't think I'd go that far back. I think it would be mostly in the 1900s.
Probably, yeah, same.
Because you got to think about sound and that's something that's a curious thought. What was the sound quality at the time at a show? Like, you think like Woodstock or something like that. Like, what kind of quality?
Sound quality? It probably sounded like shit. Like, to be honest,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's not gonna be a good quality sound, I don't know if I want to be there. Like, maybe old school amphitheaters or something could be cool with orchestra music.
Like, I mean, for that time, Woodstock probably sounded okay, but like for nowadays, it was probably pretty shitty. Like, it was a bad production.
For real.
I'm sure.
But, I don't think I would go back to that concert. No, I'd be like, dude,
no, thank you. People shitting in a field
yeah. Well, like, that's usually people's answer. I'll go to Woodstock, but then do you really want to go to Woodstock? No. It didn't sound like either one of them did not sound fun. You know what I mean? Like, the 90s Woodstock or the original Woodstock did not sound fun at all. But if I could go witness anything, I would probably I would want to witness the rooftop Let It Be concert of the Beatles.
Of the Beatles?
When they played on the rooftop?
Yeah.
Or whatever after they recorded Let It Be.
Do you know who I would like to see like now? Because I think he still tours sometimes. Like I would love to see Elton John just because I think like I would know a lot of the songs. It would be a good show, like it'd be kind of, I don't know if flashy is the word I want, but like, there'd be some fun. Showmanship. Yeah, it'd be a performance. It'd be fun. And I know a lot of the songs, so I could sing along to a lot of it, so I think that would be fun.
I think another one, like a historical concert that I could go see that I think he's dead. But I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Meatloaf?
No. He
Sad.
I don't know if he died that long ago, but it wasn't me. No, fucking James Brown.
Oh yeah, I bet he'd have been fun.
I
Do
would
you
have
know
liked to
who
see
I,
James
okay.
Brown too.
Ooh, here's another one. Comedians that you would have liked to see.
Oh.
I would have loved to see Richard Pryor. I love Richard Pryor. If I could go back and go to like
Yeah.
an early Richard Pryor show. I
Yeah.
would do that.
Comedians probably. I mean, I would see Richard. Richard Pryor would be all right. I wouldn't mind going to
George
see
Carlin.
Yeah.
Carlin would be good, depending
Mhm.
I don't know, depending on which George Carlin you're talking. I guess some of his stuff got a
What
little
era?
weird. Well, when he got older, I don't know. It's just kind of
They
it
all
was
get a
still
little
good. It
preachy.
was still George Carlin, but I think he just was aware of his own mortality and he just didn't give a fuck anymore. And he just really, I don't know. It was like it was sad. I thought, you know what I mean, like more than
Okay,
funny.
fair enough.
Um, Sam Kinison would be good.
Oh yeah.
Like you know,
Yeah, intense for sure.
I would like to see what was his Greg Giraldo. Do you know who
Oh,
Greg Giraldo is?
yeah.
I
He
would
was
like to
on,
just go to one of his shows, just because he died. Like he died a while ago, but he
yeah.
used to be he was a roast comic on like
He was
he
always on
did a
those,
roast.
yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like I would just like to see one of his small shows, like not even a roast, just like go to one of his
Yeah,
shows.
just one of, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the comedians I want to see are still alive, so I can still go see them. You know what I mean?
Put him on the list.
Yeah. Who would you like to go see?
Just
I
anyone.
love that Zoltan Cassis. I think
Yeah.
he's funny. I'd like to go. I also like, what's his name? Mateo Lane.
Yeah, Mateo Lane's good.
I like people who do crowd work.
Oh yes, you would
Okay.
love Jessica Person.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Check her
I've
out.
seen her. Oh yeah, she's like exclusive
Crowd
crowd
work.
work. She's very good.
I
She's the
really like
best.
that. I don't know. I love
Yeah.
it.
So good.
I love
She
it
like
when they're doing that.
she when she like says something mean about herself, or something, like she'll turn around and talk to herself like,
Yeah.
like, and I just love it. It's
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh, there's another guy. What is his name? I gotta find him. Todd something.
I would like to see Bill Burr. I love Bill Burr.
Oh,
Bill Burr
yeah.
would be good. Yeah. Are
I
you
like.
thinking of Todd Glass?
No, he's like I don't know if he's got like a sort of Brooklyn kind of accent. I say younger guy, but I don't have a way to gauge people's age. I'm
Okay.
terrible at it. So I can't remember. He's all over my YouTube right now. But he's like one of those that gets like mean hecklers and he's like meaner back. Like
Oh dang!
Oh
it's
yeah.
good. I enjoy it.
Well, like a comedian that made his like career based on that is have you ever seen Steve Hofstetter? He's a
I don't think
redheaded
so.
dude. Okay,
Oh,
that's basically his career. Like he
Oh no!
does he
I
hang
mean
out? Does he
he
hang
has
out
like a
with
he has a comedian like he has like a normal like comedian life, but he started to release videos on YouTube of like hecklers, like him lashing out at hecklers and stuff. Or just
Okay.
not like lashing out, but like just like fucking with them. And then that kind
Is
of
he good
became
at
his
it?
thing. Like people would just
All right,
like
I'm trying to
people would
find.
like say that shit at his shows just to get a rise out of him. Basically
Oh
get on YouTube.
really?
Yeah, it kind of it became kind of stupid, but it's like whatever. It's a stitch, so it's
What
you
is his
might as
name?
well
Here
let
he
it.
is.
What's up?
Is this you're looking like the same person he's talking about right now?
No, Troy Bond is the one I'm thinking of. Is his
Like
name?
blonde? Okay.
Troy Bond.
I've never
Like-
heard of him.
He's like super good at like being mean but funny.
Yeah.
Like there's this like bit where like he walks up to the mic and some lady goes, "This guy," and he's like, "This guy," and she's like, "I love you," and he's like, "Aw, What part of 50 feet away do you not understand?
Right.
Like that kind of shit. Like being kind of mean, but funny mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like him. I think he's funny.
Yeah, I don't know, like comedians nowadays that I would like to see.
Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer would be fun. Uh, I like. There's a guy named Ryan Sickler that I like.
I like Ryan Sickler.
You guys listen to the Honeydew?
Yeah, but I just watched I think he's got kind of a newer stand-up special on YouTube I just watched that was really good.
Yeah, it's some Lefty's Son. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Tom Segura. If we're gonna mention Kreischer,
yeah.
Like
Two Bears, One Cave, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Do you guys remember the old comedy club that used to be in Moorhead? Courtney's? Do you remember Courtney's?
No.
It was
There's some comedy clubs here. We should go next time you're here.
Yeah. Yeah. There's well, you guys get a lot of people at your theater too. Like, because like the theater tours, they usually come to Fargo and Sioux Falls, or Sioux Falls to Fargo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but who else was I gonna say? Oh, brain fart. But like
okay. That happened.
Ryan Sickler would be fun. Tom Segura's good. Tim Dillon. Do you guys know who Tim Dillon is?
I think I know him because he was on like Something's Burning or something like that. I would see Whitney Cummings too.
Whitney Cummings would be all right.
She'd be good, yeah.
But like Tim Dillon, you should listen to his podcast because it's just him. He has guests on every once in a while, but for the most part, it's just him, and he just brings up stuff in like the news and stuff like that. Just shits on it basically. But he's like Tim Dillon's like that East Coast funny. You know what I mean? Like
okay,
it's a real like a big personality kind of.
I dig it. I'm about it. I'll check it out. I don't know. Yeah. I can't think of any others right now.
Yeah, there's probably a few like ladies that I'm forgetting, but
Deborah DiGiovanni.
Yeah, she's cool.
I love her.
Taylor Tomlinson is a big one that I like.
Oh, who's the one I'm thinking of? Oh, I just like watched her special with I Won't. Who's that one?
Oh, who's I have to Dylan said I'm supposed to watch this girl's special on Parks and Rec, the two rich kids, the sassy chick and the brother that, like they're stupid rich kids. Oh, what's her name?
Kind of, sort of remember, not really. Sorry.
She's always like, money, please. Like, oh gosh, John, did you watch Parks and Rec?
I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with the show, but I have not seen it.
Speaking of money, please check out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/JonnyHaleighDO.
Absolutely.
Go check out our fucking Patreon. Money, universe, money, please. Like a little. We want to go to concerts and we want to just money, please.
Yeah. Have you guys ever watched My Name Is Earl?
Yeah, we just started watching that. That's the one where he was like making up for all the karma.
Yeah, he's got a list of like people and what he did to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it. I thought it was fun.
My Name is Earl is pretty good.
Never tried it.
Like
I've never tried it. It's on my list though.
Like it's a food. I've never tried it. You just stopped watching Barry or finished Barry.
Oh. Yeah, it was good. I love Bill Hader. Bill Hader is one of my favorites.
Bill Hader.
His impressions are just like they just make me laugh every single time.
Yeah, there was a comedian the other day that he was a white dude and he probably had the best Morgan Freeman impression I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, very cool.
Like close your eyes and Morgan Freeman's in front of you. It was
I love it.
Bonkers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, I need to know, I have to know this because everyone's got one. What is an album? Like, album or artist, or let's say album or song that you love?
I'm immediately already going to say my album is Elva by Unwritten Law.
Okay.
Like, that is an album that takes me back to high school, cruising around in my friend Angela's car, like late night, small tiny town South Dakota, because there's nothing to do, just driving around listening to Unwritten Law. Elva. I love that album.
Unwritten Law.
I might have
remember
to
that.
go listen to that whole album after we're done.
I remember
that's
that
my
band.
big love to that album.
Yeah, I remember that band vaguely. One of my friends would listen to it. Or I think it was Unwritten Law. They had like one song on a burned
They
CD
had a
that
song that was in some skateboarding movie that was popular.
Okay.
Can't remember what any of it is now, but maybe it was just on the Tony Hawk game.
Yeah, I know I've heard at least one song from them.
Yeah, I probably
I remember the name. I do remember the name.
Oh, you're right. No, what am I? No, they have that song too, though, called "Seeing Red," Unwritten Law.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
follow.
Yeah.
The leader.
Yeah. Red. The Chevelle song was just called Red, I think.
No, yes, you are correct. Chevelle.
Yeah,
I remember Chevelle. Wow, that was a throwback right there, Shashy.
Oh yeah, VH1 Top 20 Rock Countdown.
Yeah.
Oh my God, because we didn't have MTV.
No,
we had VH1.
Yeah, right. Like
we got pop-up video.
Didn't have our parents.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like, do you remember when like MTV? Well, we didn't have MTV. We had VH1.
That's what we had. You had VH1 and CMT.
Yeah, it was there was pop-up video, there was what else? Like they used to have the top 20 countdown in the morning and at night.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it was the same shit. They just kept playing over and over again. The same thing with the pop-up video and the behind the music and like
Yeah, the next day it would change.
It was basically a radio loop.
Yeah.
Like that's what it was.
I love the 80s.
Like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love the 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love the 90s. Didn't they have like those cheesy like reality shows and like dating shows too?
They did eventually, but MTV did more first.
Yeah.
Like
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, MTV sold out to reality TV first. No, okay, I don't know.
It did though, because MTV had Big Brother and shit. Like VH1 didn't
enjoy
They
that
had the
back
surreal life. Remember the surreal life? Where they put a bunch of celebrities in the house and they fight like fucking alley cats?
Yeah.
They do. It's so stupid. It's like, let's just put a bunch of people that are like the center of their universe in a house with 10 other people that think the same way. What could happen?
I really never watched that because even then I was just like
Survivor and like all that craze. You know what I'm saying? Remember
I fucking love Survivor. Like my brother and I. Oh yeah.
Everybody had Survivor parties.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I watch both seasons every year. All right, I love Survivor.
You can still watch.
Yeah, they have 2 seasons a year because they bought an island. Like I don't know where it's at, but they.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was still going.
Oh, it's still going. Probst is still pumping that Botox into himself. He's looking young as ever. He's got to be 102 by now.
I mean,
yeah, that was
100% though.
That guy was old when he fucking started. You know what I mean? Like he's like a vampire at this point.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I love
it.
I'm a survivor.
Hey, there you go. There's a girl band that we missed from Spice Girls. Fucking Destiny's Child. There's a girl band.
Oh yeah, Destiny's Child.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels.
They were big. Like
Beyonce ditched.
Yeah. I think it worked out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then Kelly Rowland started doing she was acting. You know.
Yeah. No,
she did Jason versus Freddy. I think that was her big breakout movie was Jason versus
no
Freddy.
Idea. Sure.
No?
I don't think I watched that one. But we need to start watching some Halloween movies, so we'll put that on the list. Yeah. Jason versus Freddy.
So was it you that told me you haven't seen any of the Leprechauns?
Oh yeah, no,
I haven't either. So I'm like, we need to watch those. We should put that on
at least the first at least the first 2. Maybe
I think I need to start. We need to do like Spooktober where we watch like where we watch like a whole movie every night.
Yeah. Or like something like that where you guys talk about them or something, you know.
Like
Yeah.
I mean, we did episodes last year where we talked about scary movies, but like
yeah, we talked about
Johnny, we've been doing this for a year and so far behind in editing.
If you're
we are,
we should,
but you know what?
take a part 2. We should do a part 2. And Haleigh can edit them together as one, because we haven't heard answers, I think, on a couple of questions.
From who?
Album. We haven't heard John.
Album. We'll go back.
Or like
I'll just edit it. It's totally fine.
Yeah, well, we can, if you want to, like, I'm just saying.
Albums.
It's actually Bean's bedtime.
So it's winding down. So we'll just quick. Do you
want to do a quick
albums or art albums that I love?
Or like your question of like what was a big what was your question?
Album or song?
Yeah. Album or song.
Like what was your favorite like album that like was just your shit? Like more or less
what's the album you think of when you ask that?
Like what went with you? I would still like on your you and Shane's podcast. I kind of talked about it briefly. The self-titled "President of the United States of America" is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Nice.
Like it's just front to back. It's good. Why? It's different. It was just like you've heard it, right?
I know Peaches.
I don't think I've heard it all. I don't think I've listened to it through. I think
you should listen to the whole thing because it was different. Like people were mostly doing like new metal and stuff like that back in that day. And there was a lot of pop music. And then this band comes along that is a bunch of punk musicians, and the lead singer writes children's music, but he wanted to start writing children's music for adults. That's basically their theory.
That is such an interesting concept. Now I have to go listen to that album too.
He wants to write children's music for adults. But it was different. It was unique. It was
because now I'm like that puts a whole different spin on the song Kitty.
Yeah. Or like when you're the song Candy. I don't know I can't remember what drug he's referencing, but there's a song called Candy, and I think he's referencing getting fucked up on like a Quaalude or something like that. But it's I don't know, like listen to it and listen to the album, and like you'll understand kind of where they were coming from. Like he does publish children's music too. He has interesting. He has a different name for himself for when he does children's music, and it's interesting, but it's like the same vibe. It's like I listened to a little bit of it. It's not bad, but it is children's music. You know what I mean?
That is interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Shashy, what's your album?
I don't know.
It's an AFI album.
Well, yes, but like, there's so many like solid albums. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really.
Yeah.
Like, as far as albums, you know, front to back, amazing. There's so many iconic things to choose from. But like for me personally, like just for my musical journey, the first album that I really loved was AFI's Sing the Sorrow, because I felt like finally I was like, oh my god, I understand life, I understand myself, or I understand.
No, I was very into Sing the Sorrow. That was a great one. All of the lyrics are really well done.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I love Davey Havok as a lyricist and vocalist. You know, I felt very I love.
And now that's a third album that I have to listen. I'm gonna be very
late. Well, I used to listen to AFI like way back in the fucking day. Like the album. What was the something Black Sails album?
Black Sails in the Sunset.
Yeah, one of my buddies used to listen to that a lot. Like a lot. But that's like, if you listen to their first album, like AFI was a completely different band. You know what I mean?
No, but that's really interesting to me. Like that is so interesting to me that they have such a different style and that they, you know, I think that's really cool. Like, yeah.
Davey Havok's a little out there for me, but well, he's very I don't know. I just like there was a while where all he talked about was being vegan. It's like,
Yeah.
I get it.
And
I
he's
mean,
just
I
like,
get it. It's all right,
you
but
don't
it's
talk
like
about that.
I mean, I just don't pay attention to that, I
if
guess.
that. Well, I know, but like I was reading like Rolling Stones interviews and shit, and he was just talking about like his favorite vegan shake, and it's like, man, is this really what But but he's also a very unique person. You know what I mean? Like you look at the way he dresses and stuff like that. He's a pretty unique person.
He's a
He's
vibe.
very much his own
I
person.
think that's
You know what I mean?
kind of what
Yeah.
makes him
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very true. I love it. Well,
Shop.
this has been a fun little wandering,
I was
traveling.
gonna say, it always
Shashy.
is. We always, we start with the subject and then.
It's all right. We like
I tell-
detours.
Well, I always tell Haley our minds are like hitting a pothole going 200 miles an hour. Like you're fine, and then you're tumbling. At 160 miles
It's
an
very
hour.
train wreck-esque.
I love that.
Yeah.
It really is.
I like your
For sure.
your looks.
But I've been Johnny.
I've been Haley.
I'm still Aysha.
And this has been
Johnny,
Haley, Aysha, Day
of Fun.
Love it. Thanks so much for listening, y'all. Check out our Patreon. Check out all of our links. Go follow us on the things. We appreciate you. Later.